Okay ladies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a brow tutorial and I'm going to go into a little more depth with it. I do my brows a lot more natural, so this is all you're going to need. Maybe a little concealer brush, and if you don't have like a brow product that has like a spoolie on the end of it, then just get yourself a regular spoolie. And yeah, that's it. So I use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Espresso. I use the Brow Gal Clear Brow Gel, and I use any concealer. You can use any concealer you want. It does not matter. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in, and we're going to go ahead and get started. I have to get ready today, so I figured I will just include the brow tutorial in this one and do our brows. So I'm going to bring you a little closer and I'm going to show you how I do my brows. So, okay. I did this already once, but I had my AC on and it is so hot. So, but you couldn't hear it. It was like aggravating me. So I'm just going to take any concealer, like I said, and I'm going to bring it all the way underneath my brows. And then we're going to blend it out. This is also going to help you prep for your shadows later. So, it's actually a good step to do, and you won't have to use eyeshadow primer as well. And then I'm going to go right in and set it with any translucent powder, neutral shadow, whatever you want to do, and just set it. So now once you have that done, now we're going to take our pencil, and like I said, this is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and it's in Espresso. I did used to use brunette, but it just wasn't dark enough for my brows, so yeah. And just so you know, I love it. I got one for every single color for all my clients too. This way, it's just an awesome pencil. So first I'm going to go ahead and comb through them. Make sure they're where I want them. Now, you want to make sure your face is rested. And as you can see, this brow sits higher than this brow does. This brow kind of curves. This one has an extreme arch. So I kind of have to go back and forth with them to make them as even as I can. And I'm going to show you that in this tutorial. So, what I like to do first is I like to trace the underneath. Now, as I trace the underneath, I take the line a little bit more in here and I bring that line straight back. I mean, straight back. I do not follow the natural shape of my brow underneath. So, let's get started. And I'm using really light strokes as I'm doing this and a really light pressure. So as you can see, I took that line straight back. Now, as I get to the tail here, to mimic the roundness of this one, I like to just round this one off and then follow the natural brow hairs here all the way down. And then what I like to do is I like to trace the outside of my brow here and fill it in. I always like to start with the tail of my brow. It's just how I prefer to do it. So now, for the top of the brow here, I follow the very top of my brow here. This one, I go a little higher because, like I said, this one sits higher than this one. And make sure when you're doing your brows, you don't have no expressions like this, or because it's not, your brows aren't going to be even if you do that. So I like to start with the arch. And then follow through. Now when I get to right about here, I'm going to take the line in all the way, but so super light. Like I'm using such a light hand. Because you want the front of your brow to look way more natural than the rest. So it's going to go real light, a little darker, and then the darkest that it can be. So just like that. And then we can start flicking up here. You want to just flick up really easily to try to mimic natural brow hairs. Just to fill it in ever so slightly. And the rest of it, we can just go ahead and fill in. And I like to comb as I'm going just to make sure that the product is distributed evenly. And legit guys, that's one brow done. So then I'm just going to go in and hit it with the clear brow gel. Just to set all these brows in place. And this brow gel is great. Like my brows, hairs are like rock hard. Like they do not move. Which also in turn helps to set the brow pencil underneath really nicely. So as you can see the difference one brow makes to the other. So now I'm going to go ahead and do this one. I'm going to speed through this one, but you're going to see the difference that I have to do with this one to make it equal to this one. My brows. So you can see it's super easy. It's like I said, one product. It pretty much does all the work for you. It just depends on how hard you are in certain areas, how much pressure you put in certain areas, and how much pressure you don't put in certain areas, which actually looks like you actually use more than one product. And that's why I love that pencil so much. So now after we're done with that, I'm going to take a little bit of concealer and I'm going to pop it right here on the back of my hand. And I'm going to take my little e.l.f. brush, and this is just such a little small precision brush. I use this. It's perfect to clean up your brows with. So I like using this, and I just dip it in there just a little bit and apply light pressure and just clean up the brows to make them even look more crisp. And remember, I'm resting my brows the whole time. I'm not like lifting them up or anything. And that's what they look like when they're completely done. And do the same to this one. And then if I see any like adjustments, then I will make them now. And remember, I don't touch the tops of my brows at all. So that's what the brows look like. Okay, ladies, so that's it. That is how I do my brows using literally 3 products. There they are. Absolutely simple, easy. I think they look amazing. I love them. I love how they turn out. They look natural, but at the same time, you can wear this with a really just neutral makeup look and even with a bold makeup look. Like sometimes you might have to like use extra products to make your eyebrows more bold if you're using a more dramatic look. But with this, it's like bulletproof. It's foolproof. Like once you get your routine down packed, like this legit takes me not even 10 minutes to do my brows. And they used to take a lot longer than that. So I owe it all to this little guy right here. This is my holy grail brow product, my savior, my everything. I don't think I'll ever use anything else. It's $10. It's great. It's just, it gives me life. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that it was easy to follow and you learned something, and maybe you could try it out for yourself. And proof is in the pudding. You watched me do it. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to click that subscribe button before you leave here so you don't miss any more videos from me. And if you have any requests, please leave the links in the bottom bar, and all the products that I used will be down there as well. So I really hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, I will see you in my next video. I love you so much and have a great day. Bye.